one, number 17, Dennis Schroeder. Forward, 6'8", number 2, Cameron Johnson. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton. Starting at guard, 6'6", number 1, Mikal Bridges.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Pacers. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, the Brooklyn Nets. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
And seeing where Indiana is, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Siakam. He's out there with Nesmith. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Miles Turner. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot. And for Brooklyn, we've got Bridges. Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Claxton in at the center position. And we've got a good one on tap tonight between a couple of teams, Greg, who can really shoot the 3-ball. Some of your thoughts coming into this one.
Well, when you have teams like this, it's about guarding that perimeter. If you don't, they're going to rain on you the entirety of the game. So this might be one of those games that comes down to who has the ball last.
Bridges misses. And so Siakam will bring it up for Indiana. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Bridges. Banked in off the glass.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
And GA, this Nets team, kind of slim on the interior, don't you think? How can they be most effective?
Well, you've got to press that advantage as far as quickness and get out and run and challenge opposing bigs to cover you in space.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Nembhard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
The pass to Claxton. Schroeder outside. Throws it up high. Halliburton with the steal. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Nembhard. Rebound by Johnson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
Pushing his way past the defense there, Finney-Smith knows how to maintain his composure while under pressure.
Schroeder against Halliburton. Nesmith, the pass to Turner. Schroeder outside. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
It seems like Bridges' confidence just grows every year, taking it right to the defender.
Now, here's Siakam. 25 points last game.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Schroeder against Halliburton. And it's Schroeder missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Siakam. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Can they get it? The shot, no good. Nets leading by 4. Johnson outside. Johnson sets the screen for Schroeder. He takes it in. Count that one.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drive.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Now on their way to the floor. Give it up for Team Height.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brendan Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Cameron Thomas comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Dennis Smith in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's McConnell. He had 13 points in the win against Detroit. Here's Siakam. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
Smith against McConnell. Smith the pass to Thomas. And the rejection by Jackson. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. So for the Nets, Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bridges in for Johnson. And Indiana making a change here. .46 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bridges a screen on McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Smith. Bridges has got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
McConnell kicks to Halliburton. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Back to Jackson. A rebound by the Nets. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Here's Halliburton. Yep, that one goes.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Nets lead by 4. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Brooklyn with the ball. They lead by 4. Craig, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Halliburton is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Toppin. Then it's McDermott, and it's Jackson in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Halliburton. 20 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
And the Nets with possession here. Following the miss by Tyrese Halliburton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Clark, how difficult is it to maintain your energy when we're this deep into the regular season?
You know, it's not easy. I think it's really tough and challenging. This is where it becomes much more mental than physical. The mindset has to be right in order to work through those dog days of the season.
And he knocks down the first one. Here is something, Greg, from Pacers history. They were a dynasty at one point, and you remember it well.
Yeah, you're talking about the ABA days, but it's true. The Pacers were a dominant team before the merger. They won 3 titles in 4 seasons just before joining the league.
That one misses. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
6 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell. Off the mark and a bad shot there. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Smith against McConnell. Here's the screen. Smith the pass to Watson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Nets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The first one falls. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Nets. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Dennis Smith. And so he hits both. Mark, you know him well, the Pacers winning 3 championships in the ABA back in the 70s. But they're still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, exactly. They've played in the finals. Took the Lakers to 6 games, but that was over 2 decades ago. And right now, they're playing in a very crowded and tough Eastern Conference.
And Brooklyn has possession. After the missed 3 from Doug McDermott. To the middle. Halliburton with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Bridges with the steal. Over to the wing. It's Thomas on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now, here is Halliburton. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. To stop the drought. Back to Toppin. Passes it to Nembhard. Toppin a screen on Bridges. To the wing on the left. Got that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Toppin.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Yeah, trying to get it all back in a hurry. And you're right on that, but these threes they're taking have not helped. They're trying to catch fire. They've yet to find the match.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Johnson comes in for Bridges. Then for the Pacers, Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Nesmith comes in for McDermott, and it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Now, here's Siakam. It's stolen. Here's Thomas. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Really good pass from Finney Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
McConnell sets a screen for Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
And the Nets making a change here. Bridges checks in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Now, here's Schroeder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Siakam. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 8. 19 seconds left now here in the second. Johnson left side. Clock at 6. Bridges, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Bridges has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Before we go any further, a look ahead to the games yet to be played tonight. It'll be the Magic out at Amway Center against the Pelicans. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
2 elite squads, Ernie. 1 winner. I'm expecting big things.
No doubt. Everyone in the league will be watching. And as we shift focus back to our game, things couldn't have gone much worse for the Indiana Pacers.
They have to start penetrating in the lane. A few high percentage shots could make a difference in the paint. Right now, the focus has been on jumpers, and it's been too predictable.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Johnson in at the 3. So that's who Kevin Ollie starts the second half with. Now, here is Halliburton. Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well, if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Tyrese Halliburton.
And, you know, give Schroeder credit. Taking the contact like a man and staying in control.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Schroeder against Halliburton. Got a piece of it.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Greg, here we are watching Claxton. Who does he remind you of?
You know, Kevin, defensively, he looks a lot like AD out there. Similar builds. And Claxton can also handle the ball a little bit. Just want to see if this guy can develop an ability to play facing up to the basket.
And here's Schroeder after Miles Turner was able to get the triple. Johnson can't hit.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
It's stolen by Schroeder. The pass to Claxton. Turner with the steal. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Halliburton finds Turner. Over Claxton. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Turner.
This is all you can do. I mean, Turner's height, length, skill level, and he's got confidence now. That all allows him to score under pressure.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. Inside, and he dunks it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
There's Siakam. He's got 6. And it's Halliburton missing.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Brooklyn with another turnover here.
And now we get a chance to check out Tyrese Halliburton. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. And how about his top 10 ranking in free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are a team on the rise, and their point guard, Tyrese Halliburton, has a lot to do with that. Coach Rick Carlisle said his will to win is spectacular for a young player. He's the motor, the engine who drives our team. When people look and say we're fun to watch, he's the head of the snake. He sets the tone for that in a big way. Kevin?
In a big way. High praise. Hey, David, thank you.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. To the right side. McDermott for 3. A rebound by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
That shot wide open. Thomas got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Now here's Thomas. Tight defense on him. Launches a 3. Claxton powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Pacers. Jackson is out there with Toppin. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's McConnell in at the 1. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Chicago, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 11-point game. Thomas, a screen on McConnell. Takes it off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's McDermott following the score by Dennis Smith.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Pacers trail by 13. Halliburton outside. Kicks it to McDermott. Launches it. Bridges with some nice defense. And the Nets with possession. Watford passes to Smith. Thomas against Halliburton. Thomas, no good.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Pass to Halliburton. Jackson setting the pick here for Halliburton. He lobs it up. Bridges with the steal. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers trail by 13. Here's McConnell. Left side, Halliburton. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Time to make the noise for your Brooklyn Nets.
For the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Trendon Watford. Johnson, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Dennis Smith. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Kevin Ollie said to his team. Told them pedal to the metal. Adding, we're ahead out here, but it's not over yet. Don't start celebrating in your head when there's work to be done on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bridges dishes to Schroeder. Back to Bridges. And the Nets miss again.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Now, here's Halliburton. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Claxton the pass to Schroeder. He kicks it to Johnson. Back to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 6. At the top of the key, Bridges. And the Nets miss again. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Plays it up and banks it in.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Halliburton against Schroeder. Johnson outside. To the inside. Claxton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Miles' turn.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No luck that time either. Pacers trail by 8. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Halliburton passes to Nesmith. Siakam outside. Up again, and Turner stays with it.
Boy, dominant play by Turner there. Used his force and physicality to get that rebound in the bucket.
They set the pick. Pass to Bridges. From 6 away. It's rebounded by Indiana.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now, here's Halliburton. Here's Turner. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Turner stepping up big, showing you some composure and leadership there.
Schroeder against Halliburton. Bridges outside. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And the Pacers call time here. They're behind by 6. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Halliburton with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Siakam. Turner with the screen. Shot clock at 5. And an intentional foul right there.
second personal foul. Team second. At the line.
It's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And the Pacers call time here. They're trailing by 8. 19 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Halliburton against Schroeder. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us as we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game,